Okay, Suzuki GSXR6 on a 98 plate with 39,000 miles on the clock. Let's get up close and personal. Right, let's have a look. Discs, well, there's not a hint of a lip there. They feel brand new. Nothing wrong with those. You'll see front and back in a minute. The previous owner has had these wheels off and had them powder coated. Apparently cost him nearly 200 quid. So they certainly look a lot better than they would normally do on a bike of this age. They look nigh on new. It's got these braided hoses on it. Certainly front, and I'm looking, yep, at the rear as well. So braided hoses front and back. It's got this carbon look-alike, it's not genuine carbon look-alike front guard on it. There's no damage to that whatsoever, it's all good. Having a look as usual at the headlamp, no damage to that, no clacks, no cracks or splits. It's got this double bubble tinted blue screen on it, and that's all good. No discoloration of cracks or splits in that. Top fairing, as you can see on this side, that's all good, no damage to that. Coming up here, you've got left and right these carbon fibre look-alike mirrors, no damage to those. It's got these brake and clutch lever, the Motrax quick adjust levers on, which cost a small bloody fortune on here. This one does have on this leading edge, he's not trying to touch it in with the blue, it's got a scuff on that. Bar end weight, just wear and tear there, nothing wrong with that. Coming down here onto the fairing lower, I can see nothing at all to point out on that. It's all as, oh hang on, a tiny little piece of the lacquer missing there. Other than that, perfect. Tank, well, that's all good. There's no dinks or dents in that. It's got this Suzuki carbon fibre zip protector in it there. Getting back down to here. Now, this rear brake lever, it's had the 90-degree peg, obviously at some stage snapped off or something untoward there, and he's nut and bolted it and put this through on there instead. So I'll point that out so that you know. Other than that, this right hand peg, that's all good, as is the pillion peg. Now we come to the sexy Scorpion titanium exhaust, which these things weigh nothing, and the genuine ones weigh about 2.5 ton. So they certainly are worth spending your money on, and it does sound good, as you'll hear in a minute. Right hand seat panel, it does. At first I didn't notice this, but he's kind of sort of a hole cut in here and or something split. It's underneath. You don't normally notice it unless you get right down as I am from up here. But other than that, it's good, but that is worth pointing out. Now we come round, you can see the steel braided hose there for the brakes, and here you can see the rear wheel that's been powder coated in there. I don't know if you can pick it up, this sort of metal flake blue it's got on it there. Seat, well, it's worth pointing out, it's somebody spent some money on this what they thought was a sexy GSXR colour matched seat here. Whew. Turns somebody on, if it turns you on, great, but well, it's debatable, but it's all good, there's no rips or tears in it. Pillion seat standard, nothing wrong with that at all. It's got mini indicators front and rear, I didn't point out there, no damage to those. Coming around to this side of the left hand seat panel, that is all good, nothing untoward there. What else can we point out? Chain and sprockets, yep, they're good, there's no hooking in those, plenty of adjustment left. It's got these not crash bobbins, they're paddock stand bobbins. I didn't put it out on the other side, but it's got a pair left and right, so you can put it on the paddock stand easier. Pillion peg, all good. Driver's peg is all good. Gear lever, that's all good. This side of the tank, as you can see, no damage to that. There's a little piece of paint missing out of there. Other than that, that's all good. Now, coming down here onto the left-hand fairing, there are some scratches on this very top edge here and a little bit there. Again, he's not tried to touch him in, which I think would be easy enough in white, and if you could colour match the blue. There's nothing dramatic, but I do point it out. Bar end weight on this side is good. The Motrax quick adjustable lever, again, got a tiny little mark on the end here because it's actually just through to the anodising. It's not really even a scuff, but because they're anodised, it does discolour. There's the left hand mirror. There is the left hand side of the top fairing. Tiny little mark. It's just a mark, it's just worn through the paint, that's all. Isn't it? You can't even feel it. And then the left hand side of the front guard disc is filled as brand new. Now I'm going to have to drop the camera while I pull the clutch in and start it so you can hear it. Come round here and I'll give it a bit of a rev so you can listen to that paint as you can. That's all you're going to get, otherwise it will drive the neighbours bonkers, but it does sound good. And there we are, your 1998 GSXR 600 Suzuki.